Sandwell Homes, an arm's-length management organisation on the outskirts of Birmingham, manages 30,000 properties for Sandwell Metropolitan Council. In addition to providing housing, they surcharge tenants for extra services like security. As a consequence, tenants expect a lot from the CCTV and Concierge intercom system, and delivering these services to a budget is more challenging than ever. But as we shall see, Sandwell has built the infrastructure to deliver these services more effectively and saved money in the process. We're here in the Sandwell CCTV Control Suite, opened in March 2011, to meet some of the people involved in this multi-million-pound project to centralise the CCTV and concierge services. In charge of community safety and control room operations are Reg New and Jason Flanagan.
Before we centralised, we had failing systems across the borough from around 8 sites.
Shortened into various sort of room cupboards and other sort of available spaces in the bottom of high-rise blocks, not fit for purpose, not suitable for what we were trying to do. And much easier to manage as well. Now it's centrally located as opposed to being dispersed across the borough. Much more sort of focused in working partners. We've got over 500 cameras, approximately 180 public space cameras, 200 plus cameras on high-rise flatted estates, intercom systems to several thousand properties.
3 aspects of the control room are CCTV monitoring, public space for town centres and our own high-rise stock, concierge provision, which is door access control for those same blocks of flats, and then the third aspect of the control room which we've invested in is as an alarm receiving centre essentially.
Work on the Sandwell Homes Control Centre began in 2008 with the appointment of SGW Security Consulting to study the feasibility of consolidating the concierge service. Based on a tender document created by SGW, a number of leading security integrators bid for the project, including Delaware, part of the Open View Group, which was appointed as the principal contractor. Delaware worked with specialist suppliers and its in-house technical team on this complex project, as Eamon Murphy explains.
I think what Sandwell were looking for was confidence in a company that had the technical expertise to deliver. What you see here behind me is the very visible tip of an incredibly technical iceberg. We have a digital recording system here and a command system that allows the operators to manipulate images that they receive from those cameras, display them on the video walls here and record them as they wish. In addition to that, the voice and data communications that come back from each of the blocks also come back here to provide seamless integration of all of those systems in one package for the operators to use. One of the major criteria for the project was an invest to save, and that meant decommissioning a number of remote concierge sites. Bringing those all together into a new super control room really required an awful lot of thought and an awful lot of backroom planning to achieve what is very visible here, but behind the scenes, as we said before, there's an awful lot of the iceberg below the water that really isn't seen.
The intercom system is the critical interface between residents and the control room, as Lloyd Palmer from GDX Technologies explains.
In the control room centre we have 2 workstations and a supervisor station. Those enable the operators to communicate directly either with the tenants or with the main entrance to the buildings. There's approximately 40 tower blocks and several low-rise systems. Altogether I think there's 56 at the moment, with the possibility to expand to over 1,500 systems. And this provides Sandwell with a managed access control system, door entry in all those blocks. The principle of the system is to manage the calls into a building via the concierge control room. The calls made from the front entrance panel of the building. This triggers a call into the control room which is accepted by one of the concierge operators. This allows them to either patch the call directly through to a resident or to actually give that visitor access to the building. This is probably the single largest system in the UK at the moment. There is no comparable system. It's leading edge technology, and Sandwell are at the forefront of this type of system.
Tying the entire system together is the Synergy Pro video management system, as Jonathan Squires from Synectics explains.
We've got a long history of integrating third-party systems into the software platform, and I think this was another instance of this being very applicable, bringing the two solutions, the intercom and the video together in one central video display is really what the achievements of the project were. The integration is always a challenge to ensure that you get exactly the right information from the third-party system into the Synectics platform. Being a virtual matrix, we had to ensure that everything was in place for the system to run very well. The operator needs to be able to access not only the intercom that's calling through from the block, but also the video very quickly. The system needs to be able to take care of that for the operator. So it's very intuitive, user-friendly, and it doesn't take long at all to grasp the basics of the system.
Synectics dual streaming H.264 encoding features dual streaming capabilities.
The compression rate on the H.264 algorithms are very good, and it allows for low bandwidth but very good quality video. The dual streaming capacity allows you to record locally at one recording rate and then live stream at a completely different rate.
Centralisation of the concierge and CCTV systems is generating tangible benefits, but residents have sometimes been reluctant to accept it.
People can be highly sceptical of a CCTV service that's hidden away, but we've had over 100 people from the community visit us since we went live.
Over the last sort of 12 months, in excess of 2,000 incidents captured, well in excess of 50,000 intercom calls taken. So you start drilling beneath the statistics and then you can see that we are having a real impact.
Through the concierge service, we also restrict access to blocks as well, so after a certain time at night we can actually sort of provide a secure environment for more elderly residents.
Construction of the control room was undertaken by Intech Solutions, as Alan Wright explains.
We were involved from the start of the project, assisting the design factors to build a BS5979 project for Sandwell Homes. One of the high accreditations for security for alarm receiving centres. The perimeter walls would be formed from either standard building materials, and then as part of the 5979 accreditation they would have to be lined with plywood and steel, etc. With the Sandwell project we were lucky with this one because we was given a vast amount of space. There's three general areas. You've got your main central area and two operation areas to the left and right. Each of the workstations are able to house a maximum of say 6 screens, spot monitors. With this project we supplied a glazing screened area. This enables visitors, meeting rooms, etc. to be able to be separate from the control room, and I'll be able to visualise any operations from a good vantage point, really.
And finally, a major feature of the control room is the video walls, supplied by JVC Professional, as Liz Cox tells us.
We've got 28 of them installed in a main monitor wall of 12 and then 2 side monitor walls, each containing 8 monitors. They benefit from a very bright, clear image. Compared with CRTs, you don't get the flickering in the viewer's eye. They've got a very thin bezel, so when they're mounted in a monitor wall situation, you can fit much more image in. Although the monitors need to be used 24/7, they are actually quite economical to run because they feature low power components, which in turn increases life expectancy.
At an early stage we appointed, that was a company called SGW Consultancy, headed up by Simon Whitehouse, and one of his number twos was Carl Chippendale, who have taken the project forward. I'd like to thank all the contractors and all those involved in making this happen. Consultants, contractors, suppliers, and it has been a team effort.
It's a very important project, purely down to certainly the technical side of what we've achieved.
The project has been great for JVC and hopefully for Sandwell too.
The actual project is very nice in terms of its usability for the controllers.
This gives Sandwell massive benefits going forward.
We've worked well with Sandwell, and that's always been a key factor of the project.
Sandwell Homes is a highly successful, large-scale integration of CCTV and intercom technology, which demonstrates that it is possible to improve customer service while saving money.